So you're all kind of going through, thank you. Sorry, my daughter's home from school. I usually try and get these done before she's home, but we're running a little late today, so there's going to be some interruptions. But I feel like you're all going through very pivotal moments in your life right now. Working on fixing inner issues. With yours, though, I feel like there's some kind of revelation that you're coming into alignment with this week. And I feel like it's something about yourself that's being revealed to you. So let's get some clarifiers in just a minute. Oops. So, Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords for Aries, please. So you have 3 of Coins. I feel like this revelation is something about yourself that needs to be worked on a little bit more. You have Death at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Let's get some more clarifiers before I keep rambling. Tell me about the Magician. So you have the King of Swords. I feel like you've been lying to yourself about something for a while, and you're realizing it needs to be addressed. I'm not quite sure what that revelation may be quite yet. Tell me about the Priestess. Clarify the Priestess. You have the Emperor. This is your energy. Magician popped out too again. I feel like your life has slowly been spinning out of control almost. Release that, please. And you're ready to tell yourself the truth and start working on that. Tell me about strength. Clarify strength, please. King of Wands. Yeah, this reading is all about you, Aries. Same thing with Sagittarius. But you're ready to find passion for life again. I feel like possibly you've been kind of just going through the motions lately. Just, floating on through life. And you're ready to, find passion for your life again. And gain more control over yourself. Tell me about the Knight of Coins. Page of Cups reversed. Tell me about the Page of Cups. So you have 9 of Swords, the Lovers reversed, the Devil reversed. You could have been denying... No, I take that back. You could have been focusing too much on work at this time rather than all aspects of your life, you know, love, family, friends, hobbies. And you're realizing that you're kind of feeling a lack in your life because of that, because, you know, you get up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep, go back, get back up and do it all over again. And you want more to life than just pay bills and die. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands, please. King of Cups reversed. With the Ten of Swords, bottom of the deck. And the Ten of Coins underneath that. So, again, lying to yourself about about your priorities. And really feeling a lack in your life. Like a lack of passion, a lack of ambition, a lack of self-confidence, a lack of, you know, self-love. Tell me about this King of Cups. Feeling a little emotionally unbalanced, possibly because of it. Tell me about the King of Cups. The Hanging Man. Feeling very stagnant. Just waiting for, again, the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What is this Ten of Swords? You could have been relying too much on somebody, or not really relying, kind of holding on to the hope that a certain someone would always be there with you on this journey, and they're not now. And because you relied so much on that person and them being gone, you feel this lack in your life because you didn't have that passion or that love for yourself. And now that that person isn't there anymore, you kind of want to start working on giving that to yourself so that you don't have to get back to this point in your life. Tell me about the Sun. Two of Coins. Realizing that if you want happiness in your life, you have to balance it out with every aspect of your life. Tell me about the Lovers. Ten of Swords, Ten of Coins, Ten of Wands. Holy shit. You relied too much on this person that possibly left you. And now that they're gone, you feel empty. Or you're holding on to this person and it's creating a burden in your life. And you're realizing that now, and you're kind of just ready to let go and start focusing on you. I hope this makes sense. I feel like there's going to be people who get frustrated with this reading because it's kind of not clear cut, but tell me about the Emperor. But this is what I'm getting out of it. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Wands. Starting to realize that you need to practice self-love before somebody else can come in and give you that love in return. You got the Wheel at the bottom of the deck with the Magician underneath that. So there was a whole lot of major arcana in this reading. So this is definitely something that is all about you in this reading. I do feel a little bit of an external energy, but I feel like that external energy is no longer presently in your life. So Aries, let's get some final advice. See where you should be focusing your energy for the next week. Final advice for Aries for May 9th through the 16th. Final advice for Aries. You got two of them. So you have Big Blue Whale, which is number 16, and Stranded, which is number 38. So that would be a 7 and an 11. So let's read both of those. So for the divination message for Big Blue Whale, it's use your power gently. The blue whale is the largest creature known to man with an inconceivable amount of physical power. Just the same, she is no monster, but rather a gentle giant worthy of respect and admiration. As you discover your own sources of personal power, do not forget to maintain your loving disposition and use your strength to protect the less fortunate. Only the weak are cruel. The kind and gentle will always be the truly strong. And number 38.
Flower time.
So the divination message is stop isolating yourself. You may feel deserted, but it is a self-imposed isolation. What you see as rejection is all in your mind. Others are not avoiding you. You are avoiding them, preemptively preventing them from rejecting you. It is not healthy to avoid relationships and interactions for fear of losing a loved one or of becoming embarrassed. It is time to step off the island you have created for yourself and join the rest of society. Make contact with a friend you have been avoiding. Go to the classes and meetings you bowed out of. And wisely invest in new modes of communication so you can talk once again with the world. The world is waiting for you. It is up to you to take the first step. So it could be that you're feeling guilty for betraying somebody else. And you're kind of getting down on yourself about it and blocking love out and isolating yourself because you're kind of being a little hard on yourself and not realizing that everybody makes mistakes and forgiving yourself. I do feel like these are additional messages though. So stop isolating yourself and stop isolating yourself. And I feel like this Big Blue Whale is saying treat yourself better. Don't be so hard on yourself, especially if you're feeling bad about a betrayal or, hurting somebody that you loved. Mistakes happen and we're all human. So forgive yourself. If you need to forgive others, then forgive others and realize that they too are humans and mistakes happen. So, what I'm getting is, I feel like you're waiting for somebody to contact you. Or you're no longer waiting for somebody from the past to come back around. And you're starting to find emotional fulfillment with somebody else or within yourself. So let's get some clarifiers and see what's going on. Tell me about the Six of Chalices. Why is the Six of Chalices here for Aries, please? Ace of Wands. This could be somebody that you had a one-night stand with, somebody that you felt a lot of passion with. You could have possibly been waiting for this person to come back around for a very long time, and now that it hasn't come to you, you're kind of detaching from the idea that they have to come back around. It's definitely somebody that you had a short fling with, but it's stuck with you for a long time. Tell me about the Six of Flames. Clarify the Six of Flames for Aries, please. Four of Swords reversed. I feel like you've been isolating yourself because you've been waiting for this connection to come back around. You have Justice at the bottom of the deck, so you're definitely coming into the realization that it's not fair to you to wait for this person. Tell me about the Four of Swords. The Empress. You're ready to start making life happen for you again, I feel like. You have Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so this is something that really broke your heart, that, you know, you had a lot of sorrow over this situation for a long time, but you're starting to realize it wasn't fair to you. And I don't feel like you're blaming this person for not coming around. I feel like you're realizing it was your own doing, that you didn't need to isolate yourself and wait for this person, but you did it. And I feel like you're letting go of the guilt of doing that to yourself and starting to move on and starting to find your own happiness. Tell me about the Eight of Flames. I'm not going to take them, but I'm going to look at them. We have King of Wands, Two of Swords, Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. So there was a little bit of betrayal here. Maybe this person promised you a future and then just ghosted you, never came back around. Tell me about the Eight of Flames. Nine of Swords. With the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're walking away from that anxiety, walking away from losing sleep over this, walking away from worrying about it constantly, and allowing yourself to find happiness elsewhere. Tell me about this Ten of Chalices. Because the Ten of Chalices is a beautiful card, and it's in the upright. Tell me about the Ten of Chalices. So you possibly found love with somebody else. Tell me about the Ten of Chalices, please, for Aries. Queen of Wands, Six of Coins. So it could be a fire sign, a fellow fire sign, or either way, whatever, you have 10 of coins at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely somebody else coming into the picture after you've detached from the idea that it had to be this person. And now you're getting reciprocity. You're getting, exactly what you give. This person is kind of sparked a new passion within you, gave you back your self-confidence, although I don't feel like it was something you had to have somebody else give you, but it's kind of like a little boost in the self-esteem. Tell me about the Two of Crystals. Clarify the Two of Crystals for Aries. In this card, I see the yin and yang, so definitely like balancing this new person is balancing you out. It's like you're realizing that what you've been holding on to wouldn't have served you anyway. This person that left you heartbroken, that never came back around, wouldn't be able to give you all the things that you deserve. And I feel like this new person is. Tell me about the Two of Crystals. Knight of Swords and the Moon. With the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this new relationship is going to go very quickly. It's going to progress very quickly. Like, I feel like you may even marry this person, very quickly, or move in with each other after like a month of dating, or, it's going to go very quickly, and it's almost going to feel like you've been waiting for this person this whole time, but this person up here was just a roadblock. Tell me about alchemy. Why is alchemy here for Aries? Six of Swords and the Hermit. So you've definitely healed over the past, and you've soul searched and gotten yourself into a better place, and because of that, this new love was able to come in because you cleared out this roadblock that kept you held up for so long. Tell me about that. I don't think I need to. Yeah, tell me about the Ace of Crystals. Clarify the Ace of Crystals for Aries, please. Two of Cups. So this is definitely a new relationship. After, clearing out this roadblock, this person that you've been stuck on for so long, and coming into the realization that you were truly waiting for this person, and you possibly were placing it in the wrong person, if that makes sense. You were placing your idea that it had to be this person, when in reality, your soul knew the whole time that it was this person. That's why this is going to move so quickly. It's going to feel like you were just waiting for this person to come along. It's going to feel like you've known them for, several lifetimes. You probably did. I don't see any indicators of, past life or anything like that, but you were definitely waiting for this person this whole time. But because you didn't actually meet this person in this lifetime yet, you thought it was this person. I hope this is making sense. But it's like your eyes have been opened and you realize, I feel like I'm just repeating myself. You realize it was this person the whole time that you were waiting for. It wasn't this person. It was this person. So Aries, if this hasn't come in yet, it will very soon, possibly with the full moon. So let me get you, actually possibly with the new moon, because the next new moon, I believe, is in Gemini. And the Knight of Swords is Gemini. So possibly with a new moon. So next month, June 3rd or 4th. I don't know. You can look it up. Either with the full moon, the Scorpio full moon, or the Gemini new moon. Or this has already come in, you'll just have that sudden realization. Or something like the relationship's going to progress very quickly in the next couple weeks. I don't know, something's happening for you, Aries. Woo, I'm excited for you. So let's get some final advice for Aries. It's card number 5. So let's see. 5 is about changes. We have flights of fancy, leap of faith, taking a next step. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. If you take that leap of faith, oh, the places you could go, but you'll never know until you try. We can dream and hope and take that leap, but there are risks involved. Nevertheless, we do not have to be a tarot fool innocently leaping from a cliff. We can instead assess the scenario, the dangers, and prepare. We can train or educate ourselves, become informed, take precautions, and increase our chances of success. So what this is saying to me is, I know you want to like just jump, without dipping your feet in. You just want to, dive headfirst into this, but pump the brakes a little bit, think about it a little bit first, make sure this is indeed what you truly want, which I do see it is. But also, don't be afraid to take that risk. Life's no fun if you don't take risks.